Have you ever noticed how a certain person can drift into your mind, uninvited? Perhaps in the stillness of the night, as the world grows quiet, your inner space does not. This individual appears in your thoughts, time and again, not through conscious effort, but as if their stream of consciousness has gently merged with your own. It may be someone distant from your daily life, yet they occupy your most quiet moments, surfacing in your periods of silent contemplation. And so, you ask why? Of all the people you have encountered, why does this one individual persist in your awareness? Understand that this is rarely a random occurrence or a simple echo from your memory. Such a persistent mental presence holds a profound significance, something that logic alone often cannot grasp. If you can remain present through this exploration, you will uncover the deep insight behind having someone constantly on your mind. You will not only see the patterns within your own awareness, but also understand how these mental currents are part of a larger flow of energy, one that moves beyond the visible world. Can you perceive the message waiting for you within these thoughts? The clarity it brings can be transformative. Type, "My mind is a space of clarity," in the comments below to declare your intention for this journey. To explore this, let us consider a simple story from life's great flow. Imagine a quiet afternoon in autumn. The wind moves softly through the trees, and leaves descend as if to mark the gentle passage of time. A person sits, their focus adrift, watching the world move by. For weeks, they have felt a subtle disquiet, a sense that a piece of their inner puzzle is missing. This feeling is not born from a lack of material things, but from a deeper, unspoken place. And in this inner space, one thought remains constant: a friend from long ago, someone they have not connected with for many years. That person's image surfaces again and again. Initially, the mind tries to dismiss it as a trick of memory, a fleeting echo of the past. Yet, the thought returns. With each passing day, no matter the task at hand, the image of this old friend reappears. There is a sense of something incomplete, a resonant chord that was struck but never fully resolved. Then, one quiet evening, a deeper understanding dawns. These are not just random thoughts. They are signals. They are gentle invitations from the flow of life, guiding them toward a truth they are not yet fully aware of. This is the way of things. The people who persistently occupy our thoughts are seldom there by chance. Their presence is a sign that there is something to be learned from their energy, a lesson our deeper self is ready to receive. It may be that this person has a meaningful role to play in your path ahead, or perhaps their part is already played, but the energetic chapter remains open. On a deeper level, every connection we form, every soul who walks alongside us for a time, serves a purpose. When one person occupies so much of your inner landscape, you must ask, what is the wisdom life is presenting to me now? In the vast web of existence, all things are interwoven. Every thought, every feeling, every person that enters our awareness carries meaning. A mental connection this strong is especially potent. These bonds are shaped by energies that extend far beyond what our eyes can perceive. It's possible that person is navigating a similar internal landscape. You might be connected through a shared energetic frequency, unseen but deeply felt. And this brings us to a fundamental principle, the principle of resonance. Ancient wisdom teaches that where we place our focus, we send our energy, and that energy in turn attracts resonant experiences back to us. Your thoughts are currents of energy. They have the power to draw people and circumstances that vibrate at a similar frequency. So if your mind consistently holds a certain person, you are creating a powerful energetic current between you, whether it manifests physically or remains on a subtle plane. But this is where the deeper inquiry begins. Holding someone in your thoughts does not always mean you must move closer or build a relationship. At times, the people who fill our minds serve as mirrors, reflecting a part of ourselves that needs our attention, an aspect of our inner world we have yet to fully embrace or understand. This person might represent a quality you deny in yourself, or they may signify an unresolved current in your own life that requires closure. Imagine for a moment that your mind is like a still lake. Every person you think of is a reflection on its surface, revealing something you hold within. To constantly think of someone is an invitation to look deeply into that reflection. It's an opportunity to inquire, what is this person showing me about my own heart? Why does their reflection continue to appear in my lake of consciousness? What teaching is life offering me through this persistent thought? In many wisdom traditions, there is the understanding of deep soul connections, bonds that transcend a single lifetime. You may have shared paths before, or you may be destined to meet in this life to fulfill a shared purpose. Their appearance in your thoughts can be a sign that your souls are seeking to align, a recognition that there is something to learn or create together. At other times, they are here to offer a difficult but necessary lesson for your own expansion. So here is the crucial question. How do you know if this persistent thought is a guiding sign or merely an echo of an unmet emotional need? It is essential to learn the difference between what flows from your deeper awareness and what arises from the restless mind. The restless mind often craves attachment and external validation. The soul seeks only growth, understanding, and authentic connection. When you find your thoughts continually turning to someone, ask yourself, does this stream of thought bring a sense of peace, or does it stir turbulence within me? Do I feel there is wisdom to be gained here, or am I simply trying to fill a space of inner emptiness? If what you are hearing is a call to a more profound understanding of life, I invite you to join our community on this path of discovery. By subscribing and becoming part of this space, you can continue to explore these deep currents alongside others on a similar journey. Personal and spiritual growth is a path guided by many signs, and often, these signs appear through the people who touch our lives, whether in person or in thought. A recurring thought about someone is a chance to deepen your own journey, to ask questions you may have never considered before. What am I truly seeking through this person? What part of myself is asking for healing or recognition? Asking these questions creates the space to explore not just your connection with another, but your relationship with your own true self. And in this process of reflection, it is vital to remember that life is always communicating with us. Every thought, every emotion, every image that surfaces in your mind is an opportunity to learn something new about your path. If this person remains present in your awareness, do not push the thought away. Instead, observe it, reflect, meditate. Listen to what your soul and the flow of nature are attempting to reveal. At this point, you may wonder, what should I do if my mind will not release this person? The first step, according to ancient wisdom, is not to act, but simply to observe. Sometimes, just acknowledging that this person is occupying your inner space is enough for the message to become clear. You can reflect on it, write about your feelings, or simply watch your thoughts flow by without judgment. Often, the simple act of being present with your thoughts will bring the clarity you seek. However, if you feel a genuine, calm pull to speak or act, do so from a place of stillness and clarity. Do not move from impulse. Do not allow the grasping mind to direct your choices. Remember, the purpose of these deep connections is always growth and shared evolution. If you choose to approach this person, do so with an open heart, with an intention to learn and to share, not to control or possess. And if you choose not to act, that is also a path of wisdom. Sometimes, simply understanding the deeper meaning of the thought is enough. You can release the thought with gratitude, knowing you have received the lesson meant for you. In the end, life is always working to support our journey, guiding us toward the people and experiences we need for our deepest growth. Now, bring to mind once more the person who has been in your thoughts. How do you feel in this moment? Is there a greater sense of clarity? If this shared reflection has helped you understand your own experience, I would be grateful if you shared your story in the comments below. Have you ever held someone in your thoughts, only to later realize the profound purpose behind it? Your experience may bring insight to others who are navigating the same currents. Before we part, I want to extend an invitation for you to commit to your own path of awareness. Here, we explore stillness, personal growth, and the natural laws of our inner and outer worlds. We seek to apply this wisdom to live with greater consciousness and fulfillment. If these ideas resonate with your spirit, subscribe and let us continue this journey of discovery together. Remember, the connections we feel are not random. Everything has a purpose. When we learn to listen to these quiet signs, we discover that life is always guiding us towards something more true.